The car industry is lying to you. They want you to believe that paying $35,000 for a brand new sedan is normal. They want you to sign a 72-month loan for a Camry with cloth seats and a 4-cylinder engine that sounds like a blender. But here is the truth nobody talks about. There are sedans sitting on Craigslist right now for $5,000 that were built better, drive smoother, and will outlast that brand new Toyota by 100,000 miles. These are not junk cars. These are engineering masterpieces from the golden era when automakers cared about quality, not quarterly profits. Today, I am going to show you the 7 sedans that make a $35,000 car look like a financial mistake. Let us expose the lie. First, you need to understand what happened to the modern sedan. To hit emissions targets and fuel economy numbers, manufacturers gutted everything that made cars reliable. They replaced gearboxes with continuously variable transmissions, also called CVT, that use rubber belts instead of metal gears. They shrank engines and added turbos that blow up at 80,000 miles. They made everything out of plastic. A new 2025 Honda Accord has a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine the size of a lawnmower motor. It is working twice as hard to move the same weight. That is stress. Stress kills engines. The cars on this list use big, lazy, naturally aspirated engines that are barely breaking a sweat at highway speed. That is why they last forever. Let's start with the car that mechanics secretly hoard for themselves, the 2006 to 2011 Honda Accord V6. Most people buy the 4-cylinder because they think it is more reliable. Wrong. The V6 Accord uses the legendary J-Series engine. This is a 3.0-liter or 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 with no turbos and no direct injection carbon buildup. It produces around 270 horsepower. That is faster than most new sports sedans. Crucial warning, you must get the 6-speed manual or the 5-speed automatic. Do not buy the 2003 to 2007 V6 automatic. That transmission is a grenade. The 2008 and later automatics are fixed. If you find a clean V6 Accord with the right transmission, you're getting a car that will hit 400,000 miles without drama. Price, around $6,000. Now, if you want something that feels like a Mercedes, but costs less than your monthly car payment would be on a new sedan, look at the Hyundai Genesis sedan from 2009 to 2014. I know, you just laughed. Stop laughing. This car was built when Hyundai was desperate to prove themselves. They over-engineered everything. The 3.8-liter V6 makes 333 horsepower. It is rear-wheel drive. It has double-pane acoustic glass, ventilated seats, and a suspension tuned on the Nürburgring. This was Hyundai's Halo car. It was built to embarrass the Germans. And because nobody trusts Hyundai resale values, you can buy one from $7,000 to $9,000. It is genuinely hilarious how much car you get for the money. Mechanic warning, check the steering coupler. It can develop a clunk. It is a cheap fix, but dealers try to charge a fortune. Do it yourself and drive a flagship sedan for pocket change. Everyone knows the Toyota Camry is reliable, but few people remember the Camry V6 made from 2007 to 2011. This generation was the last Camry built before Toyota started cutting costs. It uses the 2GRFE engine, a 3.5-liter V6 producing 268 horsepower. This engine is the backbone of Lexus. You find it in the ES350, the RX350, and the GS350. It is considered one of the most reliable engines ever made. Pair it with a traditional 6-speed automatic, and you have a sedan that will run until the sun burns out. Because everyone wants the newer models with the hybrid badge, these old V6 Camrys get ignored. You can find them for between $5,000 and $7,000. It is the cheapest way to buy Toyota reliability without paying the Toyota tax. Here is a car that looks like it costs $40,000, but sells for $4,500. The 2011 to 2016 Chevrolet Impala Limited. Now wait, I am not talking about the new Impala. I am talking about the one with the older body style that fleet companies used. This car was built on the W body platform. It uses a 3.6-liter V6 engine, or even better, a 3.9-liter V6. These engines are smooth and proven in millions of rental cars and police vehicles. The interior is basic, but the mechanicals are bulletproof. Mechanic warning. The 3.6-liter has timing chain issues on early models. Look for the 3.9-liter if you can find it. Either way, you are buying a full-size American sedan for the price of a used iPhone. If you want genuine German engineering without German repair bills, buy a Volkswagen CC from 2009 to 2015 with the 2.0T engine and DSG transmission. This car is stunning. It looks like a four-door coupe with frameless windows, a swooping roofline, and a coupe-like profile. People will think you spent $50,000. You spent $6,000. The 2.0T engine is from the EA888 family. It is used in everything from GTIs to Audis. Parts are everywhere, and repairs are cheap if you find an independent mechanic. Mechanic warning. The timing chain tensioner can fail on early models. Check whether it has been updated. Also, the DSG transmission needs fluid changes every 40,000 miles. Skip that maintenance and you will have problems. Do the maintenance and this car will reward you with the most stylish sedan in any parking lot for pennies. Do you want comfort? Real back seat of a limousine. Comfort? Buy a 2000 to 2006 Lincoln LS with the V8 engine. Most people do not know this car exists. It was Lincoln's attempt to build a BMW 5 Series competitor. It is rear-wheel drive. It uses a 3.9-liter V8 that Ford developed with input from Jaguar and Aston Martin. Yes, really. The interior has real wood and thick leather. The ride is composed but not floaty. This is a driver's car disguised as a luxury sedan. Mechanic warning. Avoid the V6 model. The V6 has cooling problems. The V8 is the one you want. Also, check the blend door actuators in the heating and air conditioning system. They tend to fail and are annoying to replace. But for $3,000 to $5,000, you are driving a genuinely rare and interesting car that nobody else has. And finally, the single best sedan value on the entire used market, the 2007 to 2012 Lexus ES350. This car is what happens when Toyota builds a Camry with no budget restrictions. It uses the same 2GRFE V6 engine as the Camry, but everything else is elevated. The sound deadening is doubled. The leather is softer. The wood is real. The suspension is tuned for comfort. It floats. You cannot feel the road imperfections. This is what luxury was supposed to be before everyone started putting massive wheels and sport suspensions on everything. Because it is a Lexus, people assume it is expensive to maintain. It is not. It uses Camry parts. A water pump costs the same. Brake pads cost the same. You are paying a Lexus premium of $0. The mechanic warning is simple. Check for dashboard cracks on high mileage examples. That is cosmetic. Mechanically, these cars are indestructible. You can find a clean one for $7,000 to $9,000. So here is your choice. You can walk into a dealership, sign away $35,000, and drive off in a plastic 4-cylinder economy car that will be worth $12,000 in 5 years. Or you can spend $5,000 today on a car that was built when quality mattered, drive it for 10 years, and sell it for $3,000. That is how you beat the system. Stop financing depreciation. Buy the legends. But before you go shopping, you need to know which used cars to avoid. Some models look like great deals, but have hidden problems that will drain your bank account. I expose the 7 worst offenders in this video.